So I get men to look like this, and then also to come and complete missions and tasks like this. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tom Sergi, and I run the Gorilla Platoon. This video, and you may be new to the channel, so if you are, this video is going to give you a deep dive into how we actually get the results like this that we do. Because a lot of the information online is good, and a lot of it is very tactical, and tactics are definitely needed. But the reason we're able to get the results like this, or we're able to churn out literally about 2 transformations a week. If we go across to our Instagram page, we're literally on like 2 transformations a week, just popping results out, photo shoot level standard results, people losing 30 kilograms, people completely changing their bodies, people recomping, people getting shredded, recomping, the full 9 yards. So we're able to do this twice a week. I personally have done 87 transformations. Obviously, we've got other Gorilla Platoon coaches who add to that number. We're probably not too far off the 100 mark already, which will be a nice point. But I wanted to speak about how we're able to consistently churn out this caliber of results, because it's not just on the protein target you should be in, the training split you should be doing. All that sort of stuff is very, very important. But I'm going to speak about the way that we get results within the Gorilla Platoon. And we do this by really stripping things back to more of a mindset and psychological standpoint. You see, I call this whole process turning into the man you need to become. The man you need to become that is in shape. Because a lot of you are the way you are because of your current character. Your current character traits have got you to where you are right now. And those traits need to be left behind if they're to get you to the next level. So what we get our members to do when they join is they will fill out this document here. This is called creating the 2.0 version of you. Because right now you are the 1.0 version of you that has got you to where you are in life right now. Which is great. You've probably got some accolades, but there's probably a fair few downfalls and pitfalls. And this video is specifically for people that are struggling to get in shape. Like, you make a bit of progress, you snap back to that old version of you. Why is this? It's because you don't change your character. You need to act like the man who already would be in shape so that you can actually get in shape first. So let's go through the document. This is generally what our members will do and produce their own version of this document to actually have that clear understanding of who you are going to become. Because it might sound kind of vague, the 2.0 version of you, but what does that actually mean? It means you understand who you are right now at this 1.0 version, that your thoughts, your habits, how you live a 24-hour period, and then how would this version of you live that is actually already got the physique. So right now you are, you're not the man you need to become to get the dream physique. You need to transcend into that 2.0 version of you. How do we do this? So we need to create a roadmap which is going to get you there. So you're going to pull up a document and create this new character. Because if you're going to leave the old version of you, you need to have somebody that you're going to act like. And the way most people have got results in life is they've had an idol, they've looked up to him, they've seen how he lives, they've copied how he lives, and then they've got the same standard of results. When I say develop your character in both the physical, that's going to be how much muscle, that's going to be how leanness you are, it's going to be the hairstyle you have, the clothing you have, the smell, the body language. That's your physical character, be your like archetype. Like my archetype is, that is a fly, boom. There, still it. Right, let's get, where are you at? Let's get to it. So my archetype is this. I am a guy that is lean, decent amount of muscle. I like to do mountains, I like to box, and I like to get guys in sick shape. This is my archetype. So I look like this for my archetype. You want to create your personal archetype. It might be that you're this like slick back guy, looks pretty sharp, looks pretty fresh, or you might want to be this absolute bruising meathead. Whatever it is that your archetype is that you want to tap into. So let's get back to the document. And then the mental. How will you deal with challenge, stress, setbacks, rejection, winning and losing? It's very important that you understand how would that version of you deal with all of these. Because is he a gloating winner and then gets comfortable? Is he an absolute sore loser? Or does he take losing as lessons? And when he's winning, does he think I'm winning now, but let's always keep myself above the competition? Does he laugh when rejection happens? Because who fucking cares at the end of the day? How does he deal with setbacks, or are they just redirection? How does he deal with stress, or does he see this as an opportunity for growth? All of these things you need to actually think about. And I know this sounds deep and you really just wanted a six-pack, but like if you're serious about getting a six-pack, you do this first. It will make getting a six-pack feel like you're swimming downstream. Now, a very big first step is to create the character, but you may think, for what? In the movie, the character has a mission to overcome, but right now you may not feel like that. So you want to almost see yourself on a mission in kind of like a movie that you need to overcome. Because without this deeper purpose and deeper reasoning, you will just think, well, what's the point in doing this? But for any of you that have got people that rely on you, really you're doing this for them. Because they would much prefer a disciplined version of you, a consistent version of you, a resilient version of you, a man with integrity. And you develop all those character traits by physique transformation. You do the same action day after day after day. You're a man of consistency. You do things that you don't want to do anyway and you get them done. You're a man of discipline. You say you're going to do something and you get it done. You're a man of integrity. The people that rely on you need that version of you. They do not need the lazy, the gluttonous, the lacking of certainty version of you. So if you've got children that look up to you, you want to be this version of you. If you've got friends that look up to you, you want to be this version of you. Even if you're a young 18-year-old lad watching this, you've got people that will rely and be better because you are going to be this better character version of you. So the first concept I want to teach is what we're all looking for, and I feel like the real answer for men is freedom. You're looking for physical freedom, mental freedom, so that you can pursue and be an optimistic man of the world. If you are trapped inside your own body because you're not happy with it, you're not free and you won't act like it. If you're trapped within your own mindset right now, you won't be able to get to the next level because you are ultimately just in this prison cage you've created for yourself. Most men will fall into the trap of, when I have enough money, I'll be free. When I can get the 10 out of 10 woman, I can be free. When I can sit on the beach, I'll be free. I've had a taste of all of those over the past 2 years since I left the army and started traveling around. They're nice, but they will not bring you freedom. They really will not. The only thing that will bring you freedom, if you're anything like me and you're a man anything like me, is going to be deep fulfillment. Deep fulfillment only comes, if you're someone like me, from doing what you should do on a daily basis. I am much more fulfilled after a full day's work, gym, steps, boxing, everything that I set, eating the correct meals, going to bed on time. I'm much more fulfilled at dusting my hands off after a day like that than I am at a day where I'm just at the beach and I'm just fucking sunning it up with a chick. That's not fulfill. That's nice and it's needed sometimes, but that will not fulfill you. And to be honest, there are two real things in life as a man. If we can be making consistent progress and if we can be fulfilled, your mental health will be in a very, very good state. Why is that important? Because if your mental health is in a good state, you will just keep on taking on challenge after challenge after challenge, bettering your life more and more and more. And as a result of that, the people around you win. And that's, you always need to have this deeper purpose as to who you're doing this for. All these times in my life, I felt free because I was enjoying and aligned my purpose layer. So here are 3 photos that are actually quite enjoyable, leisurely style photos. And here are 3 photos that resemble struggle. And each, so if we start to this one here, in the British Army, I'd spent about 6.5 years, and I was a British paratrooper, and I was a physical training instructor as a British paratrooper. It's a fucking cool as fuck job. I'd basically get civilians fit enough to go and serve in the parachute regiment. Now, as I enjoyed that career, the British Army has what's known as its Royal Army Physical Training Corps. And this is a specific unit of about 400 men strong, where our job is essentially to run the fitness for the British Army and keep all the units operationally ready. You go on a week-long selection, you get selected, then you go on a 9-month course to actually get in. Now, during this 9-month course, I had to develop the ability to stand up, present, sell, and deliver a competition. Mine was like a CrossFit style competition that I had to deliver. And throughout this process, I was not the guy that could stand up and speak in front of 150 people, nor could I create this mad CrossFit event that was cool as fuck. I was not that guy. But I had to drop who I was before and become that guy if I was to go and serve in this specific unit within the army. Because if you're in we call it the PT Corps, if you're in the PT Corps, you need to have the ability of public speaking in front of the masses, persuasion of your event and idea of what you're going to do so they buy into it, so they're actually engaged and they do it. You've got to sell it to officers that want to back what it is you're doing. So I need to develop all of these character traits. It was grind. We were up late on evenings working. It was stressful. At the time I was 24 years old, so fairly junior in my age, but advancing nicely in my career. And lo and behold, like fast forward, the day went mint. The day was really good. It's probably one of the best events I'd done. It was one of the best days of my life so far to that point. I spoke like everything crystal clear again because I've rehearsed it and I thought, I've used the visualization tactics to become that individual. And then after that, this period of struggle and this new character, I went away to Croatia. This is in the Krka National Park. Nice, yeah, cool. This is nice. This was fulfillment. Fast forward to 2022, actually left the British Army completely, moved to Dubai and worked for this personal training company, which is really what taught me a lot of the foundations behind body transformation. If you look these up, they are very, very good at what they do, and that's where I gained a lot of knowledge from them. And it was a year where, to be honest, I was in Dubai on very little money, but I was there to be educated. I was there to be learned. I was there to know my craft, practice my craft. And throughout that year, you need to get like 3 transformations. Otherwise, you kind of like get binned off from the company because you kind of don't make it. But lo and behold, we put the work in. Even though the pressure was on to deliver, we put the work in, kept going. And these clients are they're not my usual type of members I would have inside the Guerrilla Platoon, just because obviously I'm specific with who I work with now. But they were like different style of clients I wouldn't have always worked with, and sometimes like middle-aged women, which I it's not really my archetype that I work with. Most people that work, by the way, with us inside the Guerrilla Platoon are either going to be ex or serving military, or I have a lot of doctors, to be fair. But I normally have a lot of people that are on a like pursuit of something, and they are like understand hard work. I generally seem to attract people like that. I think it's with the mindset stuff. But anyway, we got through the year, we got the 3 results over the line, and then an opportunity came up to go and work in Saudi. This is me just in Saudi at a place called Edge of the World. Cool little spot if you're ever in Saudi Arabia. Again, just enjoying and looking back and reflecting. This is leisure, this is real fulfillment, because I was progressing, I was growing as a human being. And then the next year on, after being in Saudi, I went up to Mexico and went all in and started the Guerrilla Platoon. This is me enjoying the fruits of Mexico, but this is the real fulfillment, me fucking propping my laptop up on a coffee box with a little light over the top and just making video after video. And we've made a video every day on this channel since I went there on the 29th of Jan 24. This is real work, this is fulfillment. So I don't want you to get lost in the minutiae of thinking, to be fulfilled, you want to be doing the top boxes. The top boxes are a little snippet and a little decompression. The real way you're going to be fulfilled as a man is by sitting in and doing the work. I bring this up to you because you need to be that type of person that enjoys physique transformation. You need to be the type of person that enjoys showcasing discipline, doing the discipline that you need to do, steps every day, eating the same food, gymming all the time. You need to be that individual and you need to enjoy it. So as I say, all these times in my life I felt thoroughly free because it aligned me to my current purpose layer. For you, your new purpose layer is becoming that 2.0 version of you, and you're going to use physique transformation to do it. The vessel to develop your character is the body before after, but we're really about developing traits, discipline, consistency, resilience, doing things that you say you're going to do, integrity. I had a clear mission and goal that required daily discipline and every day working towards that I felt fulfilled and free inside. And that's it. If you've got a daily mission that you're on, you know the work you needed to be doing, and you do it, you'll feel very, very fulfilled and mentally free. And you want to have that. This is not about trying to stick to a meal plan. No. This is you're trying to live a fulfilled life of doing discipline and feeling free inside. You see the difference how we get results the way we do. Because guys will watch this literal lecture that I've. This is kind of almost like a 2.0 version of the lecture I delivered. It's inside our school community. When you join, you watch the lecture, you produce your version of the document. This really, this is the difference. This is how we get results that we do, because you're going to sit and digest this piece of information to frame your mind in a completely different way. You're not sticking to a meal plan. No, you're going after daily fulfillment. There's a massive difference there. So the first question when building your character is, what is your current mission? What's his purpose layer? For many of you, it will just be building your dream body. That's it, which is going to require the discipline. So here's a simple way to look at this. Who and where are you now? This is you at 18%, 20%, 25%, 30% body fat, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. And again, it's like your traits. Then we need to understand your mission and your purpose layer, which, let's just be specific. If you watch my channel, your purpose layer is to get to 10% body fat and have a six-pack and to showcase muscle. That's your purpose layer. I'll give it to you right now. Look at this box in the middle. What does your character need to evolve to get you there? I.e., how do you actually live a 24-hour period, and what needs to change in that? How do you think? What are your traits? If we were to set a camera up and watch you for 24 hours, Like, what are your general character traits? What's your general mindset? So, action step number one. This is what you're going to do. And again, you may say, "Oh, you're giving all this stuff away for free. Why do you do this?" Because honestly, for the most part, I feel like this information should be free. I like to people to know what we are about inside the Gorilla Platoon. But the main reason I can give this away for free is this is important. But why we get the results that we do is because obviously you've got me in your corner, literally making you accountable to this. You know, we chat twice a week with all of our members as an absolute minimum, sometimes more. So you've got that accountability to stick to this. I can give you all the tactics in the world. What's important is, will you actually stick to it? And again, if you rebuild your new character, you should be the person that can stick to it. So I don't mind giving this stuff away. The more people, the better. I get people message me on Instagram saying, "Oh, here's my photo and I watched your videos and now here's my next one." I'm like, fucking sick. This is brilliant. So action step, write out your current mission. This may be 10% body fat. This may be like who you want to be. Action step number 2, write out the character traits you need to achieve that goal. Think about the images above. So if I needed to be a man that is brave enough to stand up and speak in front of lots of people, I need to be have a little bit of an appetite for risk, to risk my whole military career and start this now. I need to have another appetite for risk to stop this and then go and take on the next thing and the next thing. So think of these points. I'll throw some out you'll need. Discipline. What would your character do to stay disciplined? Stand by your word. Integrity. Do what you say you're going to do. Say no to people and be okay with the discomfort that comes with that. This is really I will call this self-respect. So we've got discipline, integrity, self-respect. Arrogance and high self-love. A lot of you need to actually have a bit of this. A lot of you have put yourself down for so long, and it's no wonder you're not in shape, because you've seen yourself in a lower light. So you've punished yourself with more food, which keeps you in a lower light. People punish you for that on the outside, and you just have low self-love for yourself, and it's really not a good way to be. You should love yourself more than anybody else on this earth. You really, really should. And you should have a sheer level of arrogance that says, I'm not in shape now, but I know I'm going to be soon. You need to have that with any goal that you're on. Consistency knows that this isn't the infinite game. Like, from the day you start watching my channel, just know for the rest of your life, you're always going to be someone that trains. I mean, it's a cardinal sin for a man not to be working out his body in whatever shape or form. But for the rest of your life, you're going to be doing fitness. And resilience. Smile when it gets hard and knowing it's part of it, because it's supposed to be part of it. You'll get down to 13% body fat and you'll be really hungry and you'll be grinding and the scale won't be moving. You'll have to take a bit more food. Like, that's going to happen. You need to be a man of resilience if you're able to get over this. Next point, what lines, specifically like affirmations, would he say to himself in the mirror? Anyone that thinks they're going to be a killer is going to do this. So like, I don't stand there in front of it and say them out loud, but like, I look at myself and in my head, I'm like, we are going to the motherfucking top here. We are going to get like 70 transformations this year. Last year I got 44. This year we're going to get 70. We did 2 photo shoots this year, a couple of mountains. We're going to do another one. Next year we're going to do a mad exped through fucking Kazakhstan. These are the type of things I say to myself, because you need to really have a set of affirmations that you say to yourself. I've got some specific ones that I write down in my own like Alchemy of Self document, which I guess I could go through that later on if you think it'd be useful for you. And I've got a load of affirmations like I am, boom, 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 boom. And you need to write these ones out for yourself. And in the beginning, if this feels like slightly cringe to you, that's honestly because you have lower self-love for yourself. It should not feel cringe. You should be, I actually am this thing. I've been living like this for long enough. No, this is an affirmation, but really this is just a fact. That's the way you want to get to. If you have to write something down you find is cringe, that's because you have lower sense of self. That's really what it comes down to. We need to fucking change that if you're actually going to get in shape. Now, here is a very, very, very important action step. Understanding what does a typical day look like for the new version of you, not you right now. Because you right now, that your day in the life has got you to look the way you currently do, you need to think how does your newer version of you live? How is his day in the life? So write a description of this character as if you are the guy. You have achieved everything you set out to. Picture written in the future. More description you have, the better. So you will write, fucking whatever your name is, wakes up at, boom, o'clock. When he wakes up, he does bang, bang, bang task. He then works on, boom. He then gyms at this time. He then does bang, bang, bang. And everything has a time, a place, a location that you need to be in. this concept came from when I was going through to be a British paratrooper. We live to a very strict timetable. At this time, you're doing this. At this time, you're doing this. This is the kit you need. This is the location. This is the event. Bang, 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 bang. You get a hell of a lot done in a day when you map things out like that. From there, put in the 1 year on, because the path is going to illuminate as you walk it. So with this, imagine now you kind of don't know certain things into the future. You're going to be going about your day and things will start to get progressively better and better and better. So see how you're going to be in a year's time and try to rewrite the steps back from that point. If you can think of anyone as your current new character, get a photo of them, likewise a photo of their physique that you want. And you're going to read this document first thing in the morning, just so you stay focused. And you want it to be kind of specific and very, like, so it's like affirmations, timetable, and like who your character is. And it wants to be real specific to the point, because otherwise you'll just sack it off. Or at least read it before you go to bed. So that's like the last thought before you go to bed. But yeah, you're going to make sure you do this with a timetable. Make sure you actually write out how he's going to live a 24-hour period, because then you're going to follow and copy that, and then you're actually going to become this individual. So that's the specific model we do to get people to become the 2.0 version of them. This is how we get the results that we do, because we don't just focus on a meal plan, on a training split. It's, are you actually living in accordance with this individual you should? Are you actually becoming that man that would be capable of looking after this physique long term? Do you have the character traits? Because if you don't pay attention to those, you'll try and get in shape, but we know it didn't work. It didn't work for that reason, because you are you and you're not willing to change. You've got to become the man you need to become, and that's how you end up in the shape that you want to. So if you found this video value, great. If you want us to literally step by step walk you through this until you are that individual, there'll be a link in the description. Come and join us inside the Gorilla Platoon. And thank you for watching as always. I'll see you tomorrow.